Puyo Puyo is a puzzle game series. The game revolves around you matching four blobs of the same color and then they pop, which sounds pretty basic. But Puyo Puyo itself is different just because of a feature called chain combos. Instead of just killing 4 Puyos in a few seconds, you can be an even bigger murderer and kill about like 30 in just a few seconds. Chain attacks work like you pop 4 Puyos, and then if there's a Puyo on top of the 4 Puyos you popped, that lands on another 3 Puyos, and then it turns into a 4, and it chains. You get a 2 combo. So you can keep doing setups that make you have more chains. And when you get like good at the game, the whole game is just about setups, right? So with this mechanic, you can make very complicated setups, and the game becomes way more appealing. Like, competitive Puyo Puyo is pretty crazy. They be filling the whole screen with damn setups, and like, it's just actually insane. It's a pretty frantic game. Puyo Puyo has a story, which is pretty complicated, and we can't really experience it as Westerners, because most of the story is just locked behind Japan. Because over here, people didn't really know about Puyo Puyo until Puyo Puyo Tetris and Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. The Puyo Puyo games that are exclusive to Japan have a good way to play them in the English, which is fan translations. Which, it's pretty lucky that the community of Puyo Puyo is pretty active, because, you know, without them, we wouldn't have no translations. And right now, Sega owns Puyo Puyo, the whole franchise. But back in my day, Compile used to own it. And Compile is a company that made lots of different games, but mostly Puyo Puyo, because Puyo Puyo got really popular when they released it. And they were doing good, except they went bankrupt. Which Puyo Puyo was doing well, but it wasn't doing well enough for them to not be bankrupt. So nowadays, Sega makes the games, right? And they don't make them badly, but like, they just make them differently from Compile. Like, Compile is just built different, you know? You feel me? And so, you should probably try some old Compile games, because, you know, experiencing both the Sega and Compile era of Puyo Puyo is a pretty great idea if you want to get into a series. Personally, I really like Puyo Puyo's Sun, because the sun looks so silly, and it's pretty awesome. I like the way the game looks. I don't know why I like the graphics from that specific game so much. It was on the Sega Saturn and another console I forgot. I'll put it on the screen right now if I find which other console it came out on. And it probably came out on an arcade too. And Puyo Puyo Sun is so sick. Like, I'm playing the Puyo Puyo Sun soundtrack in the background right now. And like, it's sick. Like, also in Puyo Puyo Sun, you're trying to get the character Carbuncle. If you want to play as them, you gotta input a secret code, which is just silly as hell. And I have no idea why it's this way, but they just have you input a secret code every time you want to play as them. A button combination. And, like, I haven't mentioned it, but there are tons of Puyo Puyo characters. Like, tons. Like, it's actually crazy. Carbuncle is basically like the series mascot, right? So yeah. That's all I really got on Puyo Puyo. Like, if you enjoy puzzle games, like maybe Tetris, you could try it out. And also, I hope that in the future we get more Puyo Puyo games, because it makes sense. I mean, Puyo Puyo Tetris and Tetris 2 and Champions did pretty well. So, you know, it better happen. I really hope it does. But yeah, this is my hope for the future. Go try out Puyo Puyo. Bye bye.